So now that we're into the 45th anniversary of Gundam, I started thinking about the 30th anniversary of Gundam, where they released 4 limited edition kits, and I got them all at the time. I don't even know if, I'm sure they've done something now, but I just don't know about it. But I was able to get these in stores very easily, and I'm pretty sure they were all around the same price as the normal variants. And they're all from Seed. So we're going to start with one I've already shown a variant of in the 100 Blitz. Not the Master Grade, just the 100. Now this is weird. Why they went with Seed, I don't know, because that would be, I think, 2009. Double O, I think, just got finished, and Unicorn, I think, just started. So it's weird that they went, not even with Destiny. It was just all normal Seed kits. It's just weird, and I showed this in the Nebula Blitz video because it is the same exact body. It just has a few new pieces and the backpack. So it is a little shorter than that Nebula Blitz that I showed off. I always appreciated these little flaps moving. That's definitely, I mean, it doesn't have crazy ankle articulation, but the fact that they move is nice. It's not just a solid piece. It could have been. And then it has the same arm mounted weapons. You got the, I don't know the names of them. I've read them, but they're just, I can never remember them. And I always appreciate the fact that these bend. I think the new Dual Blitz, I think it has opening claws too, and it's a high grade, but I mean, technology has come far enough. And I'm hoping that these red parts aren't stickers on the new one. And of course it has the multi-purpose weapon that's a beam rifle, a beam saber, and then the 3 spears, which I'm surprised they all stayed. I usually like misplace, they're all around in containers, but I usually find them on the floor, and I work to try and get them into the position, and they always slide out, so I end up just giving up. And I'm also surprised there's a lot of bubbling going on in that clear. And this is official, so that's kind of strange to me. And I don't mind the stickers, they are metallic. It doesn't bug me too much that they're there. And the little bit of purple is very nice. So that's one of the 4. And the next 2, I guess they just like the Astrays, whoever decided to do this, because we got first the Red Frame. And it's just the basic Red Frame. It has that milky white clear, that jizz clear, which I've never been a big fan of, but what are you gonna do? Would have been nice if it was more of a solid one, but I guess they left that for the last one I'm going to show off. But the Astray frames, you know what, they're pretty good in terms of their posability. The front parts here, the size of the skirt, aren't separate. This is one solid chunk. That was before they decided to have those as separate pieces. I think they were designed as like one piece. And then the Master Grade came along and separated them. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. And its weapons, well, of course you have the Gabura Straight, which is those really weird all clear white, but you still have a chrome plated katana. I always like that, and it's cool you can see the inside. It doesn't have any kanji or anything on it like some of the, I think everyone after this. Like, at least the Master Grades. I don't think the high grades can do that. It's a little too small. There's pigs in there. And you got the beam rifle, which is still clear, but it's very, very dark because it's like pretty much black. And it also comes with a shield, just basically the strike shield. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't have it on the kit for some reason. And the backpack can unpeg and slide down against the butt, and it has the beam sabers, although it doesn't want to unpeg for some reason. And I'm not going to force it because it's clear plastic, and it's like 15 years old now, so I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try to unpeg that. Never liked the size of the V-fin on the Astray 100. It seems a little short, a little stubby. So, I mean, the rest of it looks okay, though. It's not too bulky or anything. And this one was actually one of my first, I think it was my second 100 seed kit. And that's the Astray Blue Frame, the normal version. I have all normal versions of all these 100 no grades that I'm going to show. But I love the way this thing looks. I don't know, I don't like the Master Grade that much compared to the 100 no grade here. I feel it's got that bulkiness. I think it's just the trick of the eye with the shoulders and maybe the head. I'm not sure what it is, but the Master Grade looks kind of thin to me. These aren't the best at staying on. But yeah, it's got the same posability other than the shoulder armor, because the rest of it is the Red Frame. And it has these high heel boots, which still the articulation is the same. It's just he's a little taller because he has these little high heels. And of course he has a custom backpack. Don't know what happened to the second one there. I actually just realized it was missing. I thought it was there. These little fins or stabilizers, I guess. And it's got the tactical arms. It also has the little daggers that are on the orange parts here, which never stay on, so I just put them in a container. They just will not stay on. in both of my versions. But it does peg in here. It can be a little tricky because you have to tab it into the little middle section. It's kind of like resting on. And being clear, I am kind of worried. But it will hold. It makes them really back heavy though. And I kind of wish that these daggers that are on his toes were on the heels as well. Oh, actually they're on the heels. There's not on this version! I forgot! The Master Grade has the extra daggers that are like lengthways and they pop out of the heels. This one doesn't have it. I thought they were still doing it with these ones. No, I guess it was just for the Master Grade. But let's look at the tactical arms, because of course it has 3 forms. You got the backpack mode, and then just a little bit of moving around, and you can have a Gatling gun mode. Oh yeah, you have to extend these too. I guess he wants to plank it down on something. I think it'd be strong enough to hold it, but I guess that works too. And then of course, my favorite, and probably most people's favorite, the Buster Sword mode, which is just beautiful, and I'm very scared. I can hear creaking from doing this because there's quite a few joints in the sword. But I love that, like, it looks amazing and clear. I love the normal one, but this is something special. Sure, it can be held, it's just extremely heavy, because these ball jointed wrists, well, they are kind of tight on mine at least. It's still too heavy. It's just because it'll weigh the figure down. You have to have a stand. This is before they started including like support stands for weapons and kits, which would have been nice. And the 4th and final kit is actually a Master Grade this time. It's still Seed, keeping the theme. Ailstrike, Rouge. And this is where I was talking about the cloudy white and the other ones. This is completely clear. It's not milky, jizzy, nothing like that. It looks great. It looks really great. Because you can see all the mechanical detail that they mold inside the armor that you just can't see when it's normal. That's one reason I like clear, especially with Master Grades, because you can see all the inner detail, not just in the inner frame, but the stuff they molded into the outer armor that you'd have to lift up like for the skirts to see it. It just looks really cool. Be careful though, because those V-fins could snap very easily. They're fragile enough as it is before you actually go clear. It's weird, you know, in my lifetime of building Gunpla, I have rarely had V-fins break on me. Like building them, or even on a shelf. Like sometimes I've had kids take nosedives and nothing, they explode, but nothing breaks. Sometimes things break, but rarely, and it's rarely a V-fin. It's weird. You think those would be the first things to go, but no. And I think his backpack's starting to come off. And of course you got the shield. I got that one here because it's the Master Grade shield. And let's just get that on. I never pegged that. I never have the handle like in the hand. I always just peg it into the arm. I don't see a point because these are always good connections. Nice and solid on Master Grades for these shields. Beam rifle, and not clear this time like with the no grades, just because it's part of the inner frame sort of thing, so they want to keep it that cool gunmetal color. It's actually lighter than usual, or maybe it's just the light playing tricks with my eyes, but I feel that this gunmetal has a slight lighter hue than what you normally see, at least nowadays. And finally we have the ale pack. It has all nice clear pieces on it. Nothing broke on this either. Like I've actually had this one. I know it fell at least twice. I find the ankles on this one are a little loose, but it held up. Got the beam saber handles here, nice articulation in the wings. You can bring them down some, not a whole bunch. It's not quite perfect grade. These are ball jointed. Hooks in great. Of course, you could use other striker packs if you want, but I mean, they wouldn't look as good because they would be solid. It would be all clear like this. But yeah, this thing looks really good. I don't know why they went with the Rouge, but whatever. Of course, it is the older style hands, so they don't have anywhere to peg into the beam rifle. So if you get in like that just right, it'll stay. It just, you know, takes a little bit of effort. So these are the kits that you got 15 years ago with the 30th anniversary, and it is really weird that they went for Seed. I don't know why it wouldn't have been the 1/100 00 kits at least, because like Unicorn would have been hard. I don't think there were a lot of Master Grades in 2009, and there was nothing else unless you want to go high grade. But if you want to go 1/100 scale, I think the 00 would have made more sense. They're just more recent, but they do seem to really love Seed, and I like Seed too. But I don't know, it just seemed a weird choice at the time.